We first requested emails from the governor's office back in September, just days after I questioned Governor Patrick about whether his administration supports the Secure Communities program. Now, after 4 months of waiting, the emails are here, and they show just how sensitive an issue this was to the administration.
Why hasn't your administration signed the agreement with the federal government so far?
Because the pilot's still underway, and as I said, I think it's if we're going to be thoughtful about this, we should look at the results of that pilot and make our judgment and go from there.
Running for re-election last September, Governor Patrick was facing tough questions about why Massachusetts had not signed up for a controversial federal program that uses state and local police to help find illegal immigrants with criminal records. The program, called Secure Communities, is a political minefield. Support it and anger the immigrant community. Oppose it and look soft on crime. The governor was in no rush to do either.
It's been rolled out in states all over the country. What exactly are you waiting for?
You want me to say the same thing one more time?
No, I'd like you to give us an answer. Do you support it or not?
I just did. Thank you.
Now, internal emails obtained by Fox Undercover show how the governor's staff struggled to tamp down this story. What are the facts and our position on the Secure Communities program? Writes Kyle Sullivan, Governor Patrick's spokesperson, as he learns of our upcoming story. Rather than committing, the governor's public safety advisor suggests saying there would be ongoing conversations about the program.
The emails are fascinating because you get an inside look at the spin machine and how they're trying to impact you after your inquiry about the story.
Rob Gray was press secretary to 2 Republican governors and was advising Republican candidate for governor Charlie Baker when this story came out.
The administration clearly wanted it to go away. It was about a month out from Election Day. They were hoping that the story would burn out, they could get past the election, and the threat of voters reacting to this and throwing the governor out of office.
The issue didn't go away, though. Baker called a press conference about it. As the story dragged on, the governor became personally involved in crafting his administration's message. In this email, with the governor's email address blocked out, the governor makes some minor edits to a statement and adds that it should be issued by the Executive Office of Public Safety, not by him. How unusual is that for the governor to craft the statement, to shape the statement like that?
I haven't seen it at that level before. I mean, he was in the midst of a campaign, so clearly he wanted to be very specific, get involved, shape the administration's response, and try and push it down to the public safety agency so that he, the governor, didn't have to respond.
Why do you think the governor didn't want that statement coming from him?
Well, this was an issue that made him uncomfortable politically. He clearly disagreed with the policy to report these criminals up to immigration, and he wanted to get it by Election Day where he could really do what he wants without fearing what other candidates or the voters might say about it.
Governor Patrick's press secretary is downplaying his boss's email, saying the governor consistently empowers his cabinet secretaries to speak on behalf of the administration. As for Secure Communities, after the election, Governor Patrick announced he'd sign up for the program. But he's in no rush. A top public safety official says in a statement that we fully support the Commonwealth's vibrant immigrant community, and state agencies are currently engaged in dialogue with community leaders and public safety officials across the Commonwealth on this important issue. Once that dialogue is complete, the state says it'll sign the agreement. I'm Mike Beaudet for Fox Undercover.